Okay, now the second one, the mystery of the photoelectric effect. I provide this one, try to give enough evidence to refute some people say, hey, he just theory, never do experiment. I know some of the video they're talking about, they complain, I never get a peer review, they never do experiment. You know, one thing I have to appreciate my employer, working in NASA, we are not even allowed to, at one point, not allowed to use AI because AI only give you what is 70%, 80%, or say 9% good results. In NASA, we have an astronaut life at stake. Every single properties, every single statement we make, we have to have our own experiment, own analysis to justify. We try to get 99.98% accuracy. So AI does not give us this one. I hope I clear up that one. Now we do allow to use AI, but not use AI write a report, provide data. Okay, I will be distracted. So now I said photoelectric effect. So there's three theories. I'm talking about why Albert Einstein won the Nobel Prize. Against the what? Before he said, we have a classical theory, say, hey, light is a wave. Use a classical electrodynamics concept. Actually, wave concept is I'm not new to propose this. So this has been long posed over 200 years, I believe. However, being overridden by the quantum mechanics concept called particle wave. So in the classic say they said, hey, light is a wave. However, electricity, that's the problem. We always believe electricity is a flow of particle. In order to flow of electron, you have to knock the electron out, called the energy wave, outside of their original quantum state. I would say atomic state, stable state. You knock it out so that they can free fly. So that's how they justify this electricity. So they said, hey, but the problem is, is the light propagation. So classical say, wave is correct. And then assuming electricity is a flow or particle, that's wrong. But that's okay. The third one say, it is believed intensity. If I have a multiple lights, one light does not cause any electricity. If I have a multiple increases intensity, we should see the electrical current. Turned out that's not the case, and that made Albert Einstein to win Nobel Prize. How? He assuming light is a photon particle. Now you know. I believe that's a wrong concept. Okay. But anyway, so light is a particle, so that's a wrong concept. However, electricity is a flow of electron. It's also a wrong concept. But classical explanation is the same. The third one called the ejection of the depends on frequency. So say in order to create electric current, you have to have frequency means a different color. You have to change the different color, different intensity, not the intensity, different frequency to cause the photon, which is right. Then at that time, everything considered correct, so he won Nobel Prize in 1921. Okay, what's the Yuan explanation? Yuan explanation, I use green. I'm biased. I use green means correct. So, but whether right or wrong is all in your understanding. So light is a wave, and electricity have nothing to do with the flow. There's no flow at all, just oscillation, vibration. So once the incoming light wave resonant with the frequency of the particles on the conducting material, on solar panel, let's say, what happens? The incoming wave vibration that will create a resonance with the particles on the surface of a solar panel, create oscillation. And oscillation, that's a definition of electricity. In electricity, I refute this kind of concept and say, hey, we have a solid particle traveling from one end to another end whatsoever. No. So the third so what is a fundamental particle? So the fundamental particle, this is the particle. Once I find out the fundamental particle is a magnetic particle, that's where I realize what gravity really is. Okay.